Hello. In today's inflammation series, we're going to be talking about the role of food, both in causing inflammation and allowing us to help heal our bodies and reduce inflammation. So, we're going to start by discussing the foods that are currently available on the grocery store shelves. And unfortunately, these foods are highly processed. And if you glance at the list of ingredients, you would be shocked to find that most of the items that are on that list are items you may not even be able to pronounce, let alone be able to identify what they actually are or the role that they play in the food and how it was processed. So eliminating processed foods is number one of something that we need to do. But then that leaves us, you would think, very few options. But that's really not true. If you follow a paleo diet, you can eat complete meals, snacks, and desserts that are not only delicious, but they're very healthy. But that also means giving up certain food groups. So we're going to talk about the different groups that you would need to eliminate in order to be completely paleo. Now, also keep in mind, it does not have to happen all at once. You can pick one group to eliminate at a time. That's how I did it. And I'd say within 4 years, I was completely paleo. And all my shopping decisions, all my recipe decisions were all driven by following those rules. So the different groups that we would want to eliminate, first and foremost, is dairy. No cheese, no cow's milk, no butter, but there are replacements for that. For example, there's a lot of vegetarian and vegan cheese that does not contain cow's milk. Now, there are other things that you would want to avoid when looking for different types of vegan cheese. And one of those would be potato starch, if possible, no cornstarch, and no soy. So it does get a little tricky. So I'll let you know that I have come up with my own cheese recipes that are quite delicious and can work on pizzas, can work on a cheese board. So there are ways around that. Now, another thing that you'd want to give up is refined sugar. So refined sugar, unfortunately, is in nearly everything that's on the store shelves. So if you were to buy pasta sauce, for example, if you look at the label, 9 out of 10 jars of pasta sauce contain sugar. You want to avoid sugar because they use it in large amounts. There are replacements for sugar. For example, unrefined coconut sugar. I use that in my baking. And stevia, I would not use it in most circumstances because it has a lot of unnatural additives. So I would say try coconut sugar as your primary source of sugar. Another group that we would have to avoid would be grains, and that includes corn. Now, there are replacements in grains for baking. For example, coconut flour, tapioca starch, almond flour. Those are wonderful replacements for baking. We want to avoid oats, so don't get oat flour. And we want to avoid corn. So you wouldn't want to buy cornmeal. So those are two items that you would definitely want to avoid. The next items that you would want to eliminate from your diet are legumes. And what that includes are beans that you would put in chili, peanuts. You wouldn't want to have peanuts. But I'll tell you there are replacements for both of those. So, for example, when you make a recipe that calls for beans, you would just eliminate it. So chili could be made with ground chicken or ground turkey, tomatoes, peppers, onions, a little jalapeno for some spice, and just don't add the beans. For peanuts, you can purchase almond butter and eat other nuts in place of having, let's say, a bag of salted peanuts. And then another thing that you would want to eliminate out of your diet would be potatoes. Potatoes are not very good for you. But sweet potatoes, however, are. They have a very high profile of wonderful, enriching nutrients that make them a very good substitute for regular potatoes. There's also, I use yuca in a lot of recipes in place of potatoes. So if I make a stew of some kind, I would replace potatoes in my recipe with yuca. Now, we're also going to talk about if that following paleo diet is not sufficient, what then? What comes next? So I had a problem with that comes from my family history of hardened arteries, and my cholesterol shot up. So even though I was following my paleo diet and eating very well, limiting the amount of meat and fish that I would eat, and I had eliminated red meat from my diet altogether, my cholesterol still shot up. So my vascular specialist said, okay, you have it half right. Following paleo does help, but you need to get rid of meat. And I thought that was the death sentence. No meat, no eggs. So since that recommendation from a doctor that I really respect and trust, I have eliminated eggs completely from my diet, and I have eliminated most meats. I will eat fish on occasion, but no more than once a month. But I want to keep eating the fish regularly on a low scale like that so that my body doesn't reject it at some point and cause me to have some type of allergic reaction. But with that being said, I have a lot of paleo recipes that I will be uploading. And I'd like you to look at those recipes. They're amazing. They're delicious. They are crowd pleasers. And I have side dishes, snacks, desserts, main dishes, one dish meals, like one pan meals. So I'd like you to look for those. And next time, we will be talking about exercise and its role in inflammation. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.